Welcome back to Coding University, training humans to train themselves. This is the second day of flipbooks, or the second flipbooks. And again, just to remind you, this flipbooks are not for speed; they're for focus and training a mental process, silent thinking, silent thinking. And one of the ways that we're able to do that is, remember, we can adjust the speed of the YouTube so we can do things quicker or slower. So that's one of the things that we want to just remind you of just real quickly here is, let me move this up just a little bit. Remember, this little icon down here is the settings. All you do is click on the settings and it says playback speed. We can adjust the playback speed, and again, notice we can slow it down 4 times or we can speed it up to 2 times faster. So slow it down, or we can go back to playback, or we can speed it up to 2 times faster. Okay, anyway, so there's the whole thing, is that this is a video, so you have to adjust the speed that works best for you. Okay, so this first flip book is on seeing a singular or single object. There's, if we look at this object, that's one of them. Okay, but of course, if there were more, we could picture more in our head. But we don't want to just know that that's what it is. We also want to picture it. Remember, we want to make that connection to that group let me tell you back. So people that were practicing memory, just real quick here, they were taught about the guy says, okay, with memory you need to visualize and you need to picture things. So he says, okay, everybody picture an elephant. And they went around and talked about describing the elephant. And some people said, well, I really didn't picture an elephant because I knew what an elephant looked like. So I know you know what one looks like, but you want to picture it. In other words, we want to actually do the work. We need to make that connection between the code and that picture. Okay, so when we see this, we want to see a single object. Okay, so what we're going to do is as we do this, see this single object, we're also going to say, okay, we're also going to put it in the alphabet, either the beginning or end or middle of the alphabet. We can do that. That's 2 things now, but we can do it very quickly, and we've practiced it already before, so this should go very quick. But we're doing 2 things now. So again, the first time you do it, you may be a little slower. Okay, so you do one, then the next, and then pretty soon you'll just look and you'll know where to do with it. You'll just know where to do with it. Okay, so again, first time you may just put it in the alphabet, the proper place, and then you see the single object. Okay, but then you'll look at another one and you'll say, oh, and you'll know what to do with it. And you'll look at another one and you'll know what to do with it. So again, seeing the single object and alphabetizing it, 2 things. But again, all silently, and knowing that you've done it. By Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Okay, welcome back to Coding University. This is number 2 flipbook. And again, this is very similar to the first one, except now these are plural. And you're going to see multiple ones of the object if it's plural. Okay, so when you see this, we want to make sure we see multiple ones of them, multiple ones of them, multiple ones of them in our picture. And not only do we see these multiple ones, but then we're going to put that code in certain part of the alphabet. So we're going to see it and put it in the alphabet, but all at once. Okay, so we're going to see it and put it in the alphabet, see it and put it in the alphabet. Okay, see it and put it in the alphabet. See it and put it in the alphabet. Alrighty, you got the idea? So that's what it's going to look like. Again, you're going to have something to do with these codes. Okay, so this is the second one, and put it in the alphabet. Okay, Vibe Coding University, this is the third one of the flip books. And again, remember, what we're mainly doing is training ourselves to see the letters as codes. Codes, and then we're then attaching that code to some sort of meaning or understanding, etc. So right now the main thing is we're trying to really disengage that verbalness and get into having codes trigger silent thinking. Okay, so this one we're going to be, it's either singular or it's plural. So you don't have to alphabetize it, just all you have to do is recognize and make sense one of the objects, but again, make sure you see it, okay, and just see it, just don't have to do it, then see either one of them or two of them, depending on if it's singular or plural. So you just see it and you decide what it is. See it and decide what it is. Okay. The next one, you just see it and decide what it is. See it and decide. Whoa, we didn't see it. There it is. And decide what it is. Next one, you see, where is it? There it is. Decide. No, see it and decide where it goes. Just see it and decide how many you see. See it and decide how many you see. See it and decide. All right, you got the idea? So again, you're going to quickly be able to do this. This isn't tough, but again, the mental process is still, you still are consciously, so to speak, thinking. It isn't popping in there automatically, but it is almost. I know some of you are starting to sense that these are sort of popping in almost automatically, and we don't have to do too much thinking. But it is. We're still consciously focused in on it. It isn't. That we got to keep away from that verbal process and keep the mind focused on code and thinking something to do with it. Vibe Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Vibe Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Today we're going to be talking about general objects, or generic, shall we say. Okay, so there might be a specific, okay, that we talk about later in the next one, but this one we're going to first go to general. So I want you to get the sense that when you see the code, it's connected to a big category. So there's lots of types, there's lots of kinds, etc., etc., and you're going to create a generic holder of that group, okay, in your mind, and just sort of, there it is. That's the generic. Okay. Okay, everybody got the idea? So again, this is the case. You don't want to just know about it. You want to actually pull it up. Okay, create it in your mind. See that image. So we're connecting. So when you, and again, there are words that tell you it's general, and we're going to do singular to start with. So a means general, one means general, and means general. So here we do it here. We'll start with one. Okay, so there it is. That's what it's going to look like. You picture it in one, and you get a connection to a bigger group. See, there's just one of the group. Okay, here's just one of the group. One of the group. Okay, here's just one of the group. Okay, one of the group. Okay, alrighty. So there you got it. So a, and, or one are going to be the indications of a thing, but I want you to see the general and try to connect to the general group. And notice a big group when you're going to have a generic holder for it. Some picture. that's going to be like, oh, this is the normal one or something like that. Okay, Vicoding University, training humans to train themselves. By Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Today we're going to be talking about specifics for this flip book. So you're going to decide then we're going to use 3 words to indicate specific. We're going to do singular right now. And that is this, which indicates it's an object near us that we're pointing to. Or that, and that's an object farther away that we're pointing to or indicating. Or the, and this thus indicates a reference. There's the one we were talking about, the one in the book, the one in the house, something that is we're relating to from previous experience. So the is a general reference to a specific one. Okay, so this near us. So I want you to picture whatever it is near you. Okay, that something far away. Okay, or farther away. Okay, so I want you to picture that. Or if it is try to think of it as the one we were talking about. You know, so get a sense of, oh, that's the one we were talking about. Okay, you know, either earlier, later in a book, at one time, and you know, depending upon the context. So the references. So these are all indicating specific. Okay, so and again, all you want to do is you're pushing towards that sense of what it is. Okay, is it the one far away? Is the one near us? Or is the one that's been referenced that we were talking about? Okay, so push to that, see what it goes to, but get that object. Again, it's singular at this point. Okay, so these are the words, or this, that, and the, indicating singular. Okay, so for instance, like this one. Okay, oh, what does this one mean? Ah, okay. Now, you don't need to make all those sounds. Again, remember, this is silent thinking, but just get the sense. Near me, further away from me, or the one that we're talking about, the specifics. By Coding University, training humans to train themselves. By Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Okay, presently, we're trying to trigger from code to go to I think it's 6 situations here. Okay, so we're seeing how we do here. First is the general situation. You know, just it's a general one. Okay. The next one is, and it could be, and remember, singular so far. Then it's the one. I guess only 4 of us. And then it's the one farther away. That's, you know, that one. Okay, the one nearest, this. Okay, and the general reference one, but one we've talked about or referred to or associated with before, the. So the, this, near, that, farther away, or a general connecting to a big group. Since it connecting, we have a generic concept. So let's do a few here, just so what they look like. So it's going to look something like this. Okay. Where was that? Okay. Oh, what big group was that? Okay. Right. Ah. Where was that? Okay. Okay. A big group. Right. Okay. Right. Oops. Oh, we talked about that, didn't we? Okay. And get a set. All right. And there's a big group again. Okay. So those are the things that we've got. So about 6 different words to indicate those. Okay, we want to get to them quickly though, and just practice going there, getting to that end result. Okay, Vicoding University, training humans to train themselves.